Greetings to each and everyone. Okay, so itopic namhlanje it's forms of payments when you are traveling international. So the forms of payments onothi uzisebenzise xa uthi utravelishe international. So we need to understand oba ziziphi forms esinokhetha kuzo xa sawutravelisha international. So bhatala xa ubhatala phesheya. Okay, so what you should know is that you should know all of the forms of payments. You know the advantages and disadvantages as well. Don't mix it together. Okay, so the forms of payment, the first one that we'll be talking about, the first one, which is called electronic fund transfer, which is it's a EFT. Make sure you know the E stands for electronic, the F stands for fund, the T stands for transfer. Then we had the second one, which is we call it the telegraphic transfer, which is swift transfer, as called the swift transfer. Others they can call it Society for the Worldwide Interbank Financial. So the other one can be the telecommunication. So these are the other names that can be using for the telegraphic transfer, which is called swift market. So make sure you know it. Make sure you know the difference between them. As we go along, we will talk about them. So the third one will be the bank draft, which is the bank draft. We will talk about it, the inside of it, the international payments. What are we using when you say international payment? The foreign banknotes, EAP, the credit card, and the preloaded foreign currency debit card. So there are 7 of them, so it's important to know all of the 7 of them and also be able to differentiate in terms of what they are differ in. Okay, hope everyone uvile apha kule ndawo. Okay, so just the introduction on this topic is that there are several methods in tourists can use to pay for goods and services when they are traveling abroad. So what they are saying to us is that there are several methods as it is ezisetyenziswa in order to pay for goods and services that you'll be getting from another country. So each method has its own advantage and disadvantage. So each method kwezi ziyi-7 besithetha ngayo inazo ii-advantages zayo and also it has the disadvantages. So the tourists need to do research. So the tourists need to do research before I decide which method is the best that will suit them. So you decide based on what will suit you as a tourist. So they are giving us such an introduction in terms of why we have to choose the methods and also understand the advantages and disadvantages before you choose each one in the 7. Okay, the first one that we talked about, the form of payment, which is the form of payment, it's an electronic fund transfer, which is we call it EFT. So a EFT is an electronic exchange. It's an electronic exchange which has to do with electronic of transfer of money from one account to another, which is EFT has to do with transfer of imali to account yam to another account yomnye umntu ayizise kum, which is electronic transfer fund. So used in a credit transfer where a company, so it is used also apho iikhampani zitransfera imali yazo zibhatala abasebenzi for iisalari zabo ebhankini. It can be used in a debit transfer whereby a person transfer money from own account to pay home loans, which is it can use as well as i-debit transfer apho utsalelwa kuyo, utsalelwa imali zakho for izindlu, i-loan, yonke loo nto leyo. So i-electronic fund transfer leyo apha i-form of transfer then sinike i-description ngayo. Okay, so i-advantages ke ngoku zale EFT is that it's paperless most, so everything is done electronic. Ngombani babekuthi electronic, paperless, all transaction are done electronic. Into advantage ngayo sebenzisa iphepha ubuyofola, you just do it electronic. Save paper as well, safer, no need to carry a lot of cash. You don't need to carry cash on you, you just do everything on the phone. It is efficient and fast as well. It's quite faster, and money can be transferred through the world, which is imali ungayitransfera ngokulapho utransferele omnye umuntu quicker, ayifumane ngoku. Zizinto ezi-positive ezi-advantage ngayo is. So i-disadvantages ozifumanayo is that it may be difficult to cancel the EFT. It might be difficult ke ngoku xa sowuyenzile i-EFT uthumele imali, maybe uyithumele emntwini orongo, difficult to cancel it. So funds must be transferred to or from a person account on incorrect date, which is if funds might be transferred to or from a person account on the incorrect date, which is if fund zingangeni mhlawumbi ufuna umbhatala ngoku, then i-funds is reflecting on the second day because andisebenzisa i-account eyi-one. So izinto ezinjalo. And also bakhona ke ngoku i-disadvantages ezi-cyber trackers, ezo zinothi zi-accesse, zihekhe, zi-accesse i-app yakho and they steal your money. So yintoni leyo? Ziyile nto ezo i-EFT leyo. Hopefully, I hope everyone get it. It's quite simple at this one. Electronic fund transfer, yonke into yenza efowunini electronically. It is used as well as ubhatala abasebenzi zekhampani okanye utsala amatyala wakho. Advantages, which is faster, money can be transferred to umhlaba wonke jikelele, it's safer, kunida uphatha imali enintsi. Also sebenzisa electronic, paperless. Disadvantages, that might difficult ukuyikhanselisha xa uthini, xa sowuyenzile imali ingareflecta on the other day instead of reflecting ngoku. Cyber trackers singathi zihekhe i-account yakho. We are done with this one. Then we go to the second one. So the second one is called the teletraffic transfer, which is a swift transfer. So a swift transfer kuthiwa yintoni yona? It's a telegraphic transfer as a methods of electronic funds. The methods of electronic funds is it is a transfer from one person or they are transferred through institution to another country, which is yenziwa nayo electronic, which is the bank, they are communicators, they are thumelana in terms of imali. Sethu se-Canada ufuna uthumela eBritain, so eza banks ziza communicate in terms of the in terms of the money. So the wire transfer can be made from one bank. So wire transfer ingathi yenziwe from one bank to another bank through transfer of cash at the office. So office yakho thumele kulaa bank ingapha, then umntu ayoyilanda kulaa bank ingapha. So wire transfer system are intended to provide more individual transfer or bulk payments. So it's ingayisebenzisa when you're doing it for a bulk payment okanye for intoni, for individual payment. So the advantages is a swift transfer is that if you are stuck overseas without cash, someone at home, if you are stuck overseas awunayo cash, umntu oyesendlini can be able to send imali electronic within a day. So umntu uyakwazi ukuthumelela imali within a day, as you see in the picture. Ngiyawulikela cala ngokasendlini ecofile into yakhe ayithumele electronic uyifumane imali. You do not need internet banking. You need internet banking apha ku-swift transfer to send information direct to each other. So you don't need internet banking mhlawumbe no-Capitec, nomnye beno-Capitec okanye into lena advantages zayo. Yes. So i-disadvantages into yokuba the bank charges fees can be higher. So i-charges ze-bank apho uzayikhupha kuyo imali yakho zingathi zibe xhaxha, zibe phezulu, zibe higher. I-cyber trackers can access your account. The cyber trackers singathi access i-account yakho ziyijonge without isivumelwano sakho, without imvume yakho man. So it can be delayed if two participant bank do not use the same international financial system. So ingathi idelay kancinci if wena nalo muntu uyithumelela kuyo anisebenzisi intoni i-international financial system eyi-one, and also i-difficulty ke ukuthi ureverse i-payment once it's being made. So intoni le i-swift transfer le, which is from one bank to another. Can be done in bulk, can be done in terms of individual transfer of cash because transfer usendlini. So yeah, which is these are the pictures that show sender then a receiver. Make sure you know the difference as well. This is the second one. We are going to the third one. So the third one, which is it's a bankrupt, which is it's also called a cashier's check. Is a check where the funds are taken direct from the financial institution. So iba i-bankrupt iba ibizwa noba yintoni igama layo, iba ibizwa ngoba yi-cashier's check, whereby i-funds ezizayo they are taken direct from i-financial institution rather than the individual drawer's account, rather than individual imali individual drawer's account check le. So i-check lena ayibona mos in the form of paper drawn by the bank on its own fund. So yenziwa i-bank on its own fund, kwi-funds zayo i-check. Then you have to pay it. So it will contain piece of paper, will contain imali aba bantu bafike beme nayo phaa kuthiwa uwine intontoni, ibhalwe phantsi check isayinwe yabo. So this is a bankrupt, it is quite check bayithi cashier's check. So i-advantages zayo ke ngoku i-bankrupt lena is that it is one of the safest way to send money abroad. So yeyona ethi ibe safe ukuthumela imali abroad, and also cheaper than EFT, less cost. Advantages zayo, it can be stopped if lost or stolen. So advantages into yokuba if it's stolen iyastotshwa, which is i-bank uyayistopha phaa so that umntu angakwazi uthini uclaim. It is accepted in most countries. Kwi-countries ezininzi i-check it's accepted kwi-countries ezininzi. So i-disadvantages is a check ke ngoku is that bank fees and charges can be higher. So i-charges bank zibe higher xa uyoclaima. Customers must personally go to the bank to exchange e-check. So disadvantage into yokuba kuze uyitshintshele check le yakho funeka uye ebank, awuzukho indawo uzayitshintsha kuyo, funeka uyitshintshe ebank. The receptionist cannot cash out the draft unless he has a bank account with which to deposit in. So kuthiwa phana recipient cannot cash the draft unless he has a bank account. Unless une-bank account awunokwazi uyithatha unless une-bank account kulaa bank leya, unless there's a bank account in which to deposit intoni, to deposit laa mali kuyo. Unokwazi uyoyithatha unless unayo ibhanki yodeposita laa mali. Okay, then we move to the fourth one, which is we have 7 as we indicated. So internet banking describe any online payment on the international. So online payment lena that you can do on your laptop, on your phone as well, which is internet payment. So advantages the internet payment is that they save time. They can save time. Internet payment can save time. No need to stand in a long queue. Akho need ume elayinini ezinde to pay i-bills zakho. low transaction cost fees, which is advantages. There is lower cost of transactions. People can log into their account at any given time, so abantu can be able to log any given time. Date statement, afumane statement efowunini yakhe, which is advantages as ofumane statement sakho on your phone. Disadvantages: no internet access can cause late payment. Disadvantages: it's that internet access can cause late payment. Disadvantage is that internet payment can cause a late payment. There is no direct contact with the business from which product the service purchase. So the other disadvantage is that you don't communicate in terms of direct with the person that you are buying stuff from. So you just pay the money. You don't communicate in terms of having a relationship with the business that you are paying something for. Which is the other disadvantage, is that it's computer crimes may result in money being stolen. So computer crimes can lead to imali yakho being stolen by them, ababaheke account. Terminal record: users keystrokes and they use these informations to store illegal access accounts. So terminal record user uyakwazi ukuba i-account i-details zakho illegal on your account, then they steal your money. So it only internet payment. Then we go to the fifth one, which is the foreign banknotes, which is the foreign banknotes. It's the notes, cash, coins or notes that the tourist uses in the country that they are visiting. Foreign banknotes, which is the money, imali ekwiphepha okanye imali ekwi-note that you use kule country ozabe uvisithe kuyo. So the advantages is that bank charges do not have to be paid for each transaction. So the advantage is that you don't need to pay for any charges apho uzabe uthenga khona, because uzabe uphethe imali yakho uthenga ngayo. Go charges. Less chances of being cheated. There is less chances of being cheated, unless you know the foreign currency of that country. Zaba less chances of cheated. So help travelers to budget, which is that will help you to budget. Foreign banknotes will help you to budget, to know everything. Refer to form of payment accepted by the most business, which is accepted by most businesses. Travelers can better control exchange rate issues. So travelers can know and understand the foreign bank, the issues of i-exchange imali yakho. Zizinto ezipositive ngazo ezo xa usebenzisa ntoni, i-foreign banknotes. Disadvantages is that this is the most risky form of payment, as if you carry cash, it's stolen or lost, cannot be recovered. So this is the most risky one, because uzabe uphethe imali yakho ngo-cash, so it can be stolen imali yakho, and also uzophinde uyifumane, you can recover it. So if travelers do not know foreign banknotes of a destination, they can easily be deceived or make mistakes of overpay. So if travelers wena as umuntu otravelishayo awuyazi imali yalo country le uzabe uye kuyo, that means ungathi ubhatale over each and every time xa ubhatala, overpay, because awuyazi uba okay imali ni irand to idollar, awuyazi, so you can pay a lot of money. So paper money only available from banks if more money is needed. So paper money only available from a banks if more money is needed. Travelers need to go to a bank, should visit ATM. So if imali yakho iphelile, you now have to go and wait a bank. Disadvantage a bank for uba mawukhuphe imali kwi-ATM. So the disadvantages as well as okay. The second last, which is the credit card. The credit card, which is a card issued by the financial company. So the card elithi linikiswe issued by i-financial bank company, giving i-holder ngumuntu lo uzabe enikwe la card lebalele lakhe, apho uzawunikwa i-option yobhorowa i-funds, apho ezawunikwa i-option yokuba makabhorowe imali, usually at the point of sale. So i-credit card charge i-interest, which is ela card unikwayo le-credit card elithi libe ne-interest, primarily used for short-term finances, which is it's used for short-term. So a credit card examples can be include Visa, MasterCard, Diners Club, and American Express. So the credit card, and also card holder izabe inguwe wena mntu unikwayo la card, apho uzokwazi ukwenza boleka imali, the mali uyibolekayo funeka ithini, funeka izele, credit card. So card can be used to buy expensive items. So eli card lingathi ulisebenzise xa ufuna uthenga into expensive. So the debit card can be paid off over time. So le mali uyityalayo ingathi umane uyibhatala like over time. Advantages is that they avoid having to carry large of money of cash. You avoid xa usebenzisa credit card ukubhatala uba nemali enintsi empokothweni yakho, carry large sum of cash. Advantages: most of businesses accept credit card as a form of payment. So i-businesses zithi zikwazi xa ufuna ubhatala kwabhatala i-credit card. So the advantages the credit card ezo. And also i-disadvantages on the other side is that some of businesses do not accept. Businesses akhulayo mhlawumbi izitenda intoni azi-accept credit card, nayo le nto i-credit card. It is easy to overspend. Kwi-credit card ke kulula uba ma-overspende, overspende more than yabo, then loo nto leyo ingafaka in debt. Transaction costs are charged every time. So disadvantage is that there is transaction costs that are being charged every time that you pay. Illegal copying of information, magnet strip of card may give terminal access. So aba bantu bafike bebiya i-information bangayiba nge-illegal copying of yonke le information yakho, bayosebenzisa ile nto criminal access, bayokwenza izinto ngale credit card yakho, babhatale impahla, bathini bathenge izinto ezi-expensive. Yabo, so zii-disadvantages the-credit card is. The credit card, make sure you differentiate all of them, of the 7. We are going to the last one now, which is the last one will be the preloaded foreign currency. So preloaded foreign currency and debit card, what is it different about? Preloaded, it says preloaded foreign currency debit card. So this card is issued by all major banks. So el card lithi liyakhutshwa zizo zonke major banks, are preloaded with i-foreign bank currency before uhambe kufakelwa imali kwela card. So ela card linala mali uzawuthi uyisebenzise kulaa ntoni, kulaa ndawo uzawuthi uya kuyo. So before tourist travel, they are also known as a what, cash passport. Elinye igama elibizwa ngayo, ibizwa ngantoni preloaded foreign currency debit card, ibizwa ngoba yintoni, i-cash passport. Likhadi uthi ulinikwe zii-banks, major banks. Ela khadi lithi libe ne-currency esetyenziswa kule country uzabe uya kuyo. Then i-advantages zayo, there is no chances of running into debt. Chances zincinci zoba urane into debt because uzabe uyazi uba ufakelwe emalini na, then xa liphelile imali leyo uzawuthi iphelile, then you call the bank. Advantages ngayo, the money loaded into the card is safe. So imali le loaded kwicard lakho is safe kakhulu. And also activation on the card is protected by the password. So activation on the card, anything that you're doing is protected by a password yakho. Disadvantage is that bank fee may be higher. A bank fee, get disadvantages that can be what, can be higher. Some card charge a fee when you use them to make the purchase or withdrawal. So amanye amakhadi ke a-charge i-fee when xa uthenga nakawuphinde uthini ukhupha imali. A lack of international access make it difficult to load foreign currency into the card. So i-lack of internet access ingathi yenze kube difficult ukuthi mawulowude imali kwela khadi eli lentoni le-preloaded. Cash passport, travel wallet, international travel. So ngamanye amagama anga for intoni for i-preloaded foreign currency debit card. Kuyakwazi ukuthiwa intoni i-cash passport ezibabi betshilo apha, okanye kuthiwa i-travel wallet, okanye kuthiwa intoni i-international travel. So nantsi imizekelo yayo apha ngezantsi. Okay guys, thank you for your time. Please make sure you check the difference, you check the advantages, you check the disadvantages, you go to trial papers, you will check the questions there. Thank you for your time. Bless you all.